Hi guys, welcome to Lila's Best Eats, where I'm always doing it right. On this channel, I'll be showing you how to eat the food you love, but in a much healthier fashion and without compromising the integrity or the flavor of the food. So please, don't be shy. Click that like, share, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you could be notified whenever I upload any of my delicious cooking content. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make my garlic penne pasta with spinach and turkey meatballs. So without any further ado, let's do what I do best. Let's get into this video and let's get to doing it right. Okay guys, here are the ingredients needed for my garlic penne pasta with spinach and turkey meatballs. You'll need ground turkey, grape tomatoes, garlic, fresh basil, baby spinach, penne pasta, olive oil, crushed garlic, sea salt, parsley flakes, dried oregano, Italian seasoning, seasoning salt, black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. Now, the first thing we need to do to get this recipe going is we need to dump this meat into this larger bowl. Then we need to go ahead and start adding our seasoning, starting with our seasoning salt first. Then we're going to add our garlic powder, our onion powder, our dried oregano, our black pepper, and our olive oil. And we're just going to go ahead and mix these ingredients lightly because we still have to add the parsley. So go ahead and add that parsley. Then continue to mix those ingredients well. Then go ahead and make these meatballs. Take a small amount of the meat, place it in your hand, roll it in a circle to make the meatball, then place the meatball onto the baking sheet and continue this method with the remaining meat mixture until you complete it making all the meatballs. Now, smash that garlic so we can prepare to peel it. Then remove the skin from the garlic. Now, for the basil, all we're going to do is just remove the leaves from the stems. And then we're going to go ahead and give this basil a rough chopping. Then we're just going to take the basil and put it into a small prep bowl and set it aside. The same for the garlic. Take those cloves and put them into a prep bowl and set those aside. Now, onto the tomatoes. Cut the tomato lengthwise and then just place those into a larger bowl and set those aside as well for later use. Okay, let's move on to the cooking process. Add about a tablespoon or two of olive oil to a preheated skillet over a medium-high heat. Then toss in a few handfuls of the baby spinach to that oil. We're going to cook the spinach in several different batches because there's too much to fit at once. Now, halfway through the cooking process, add some garlic powder and go ahead and incorporate that garlic powder into the spinach until the spinach is wilted. Now, onto the pasta. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil to this already boiling water. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some salt to enhance the flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and toss in that pasta. I'm going to cook the pasta for about 11 minutes or until the pasta is al dente. While the pasta is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and remove our cooked spinach from the skillet and place it onto a paper plate and just set it aside for later use. Okay guys, now it's time to prepare our meatballs. So let's add a shallow bath of olive oil to this very large pot. And then we're going to go ahead and toss in our garlic cloves. And we're going to cook these garlic cloves until they become caramelized. Once they're done caramelizing, we're going to go ahead and remove them from this large pot and put them into a prep bowl for later. Now, go ahead and place the meatballs into the hot garlic oil. We're going to go ahead and sear these meatballs on all sides until all of the meatballs are completely cooked. Now, let's check this pasta. We're going to go ahead and remove the pasta from the stove and go over to the sink to strain it. We're going to remove the excess water, and then we're just going to add a little bit of olive oil to our pasta. I like to use a little olive oil because it prevents it from sticking as it sits. Now, let's check the meatballs. You see that sear? You see that golden brown color? That's what we're trying to achieve on all sides. So let's go ahead and turn these meatballs over on all sides so we can allow them to continue to cook. And then once they're done, this is what they should look like. All sides of that meatball should be perfectly seared. Then we're just going to remove our meatballs from the pot and place these meatballs onto a paper plate. We're also going to remove this oil that we cooked everything in, and we're going to transfer that oil into this opposing pot. And the reason we're doing that is because we don't want any of the debris at the bottom to stick to our pasta. Then once we transfer the oil into our new pot, we're going to go ahead and toss in our fresh chopped basil. And we're going to go ahead and stir this basil just long enough until it's softened and you can smell the aromatics. Next, we're going to toss in that caramelized garlic, and we're just going to go ahead and incorporate that garlic into the basil just to ensure that our flavor of the oil is more enhanced with garlic. After we re-enhance the oil with our garlic, we're just going to remove these caramelized garlic cloves and put them into a prep bowl. Then we're going to add our spinach, our tomatoes, some sea salt, our black pepper, our meatballs, and finally, our pasta noodles. Okay guys, in this last step, all we're going to do is add about roughly 4 tablespoons of crushed garlic to our already cooked pasta and other ingredients. Then once we've added that, we're just going to go ahead and incorporate that crushed garlic into this pasta until everything is well distributed amongst all the ingredients. And then once we've done that, this is the end result. Our end result should be nothing but flavor on top of flavor on top of more flavor. And you should see nothing but delicious, moist, juicy meatballs surrounded by spinach and lots of delicious garlic. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, share my content, let people know Lila's Best Eats is always doing it right. As usual, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys again next time.